want you to imagine that you're running a real estate company and the year is 2030. Over a decade ago, co-working and workplace as a service redefined how tenants lease space. And now most of your tenants have moved to this model. What this means is they are far more demanding, but they are also much more flexible, and they expect you and your team to be exactly the same. Specifically, they want to know that the space that you're providing will help them attract the best talent, retain that talent, and how the space that you're providing is going to contribute to their team's productivity. They expect you to have the data to back this up, but they're also prepared to pay you for it. Hi, my name's Deb Noller and I'm the CEO of Switch Automation. Our company builds technology for smart buildings. I was born lucky. I was born in New Zealand in a time before plastic. I was born into an environment that was pristine and dramatic, and what it taught me was an enormous love of our natural environment. In 1992, with my co-founder, I started a series of phenomenally successful companies. We were building technology and working with large mining companies that were operating in really remote locations and helping them to get real-time visibility into their freight. We also integrated into customs so that we could automate shipping manifests. What we did helped those companies to save tens of millions of dollars every single year. But in the process, we learned how technology and data can help really large companies to become much, much more profitable. In 2012, I attended an event where I watched the heads of facilities for Walmart, the GSA, and Microsoft all articulate how there's no platforms for collecting building data. Real estate is the largest industry on the planet, and it's also the very last to be transformed by technology. This, I believe, is the biggest opportunity of our collective lifetimes. Once upon a time, this was a technology problem, but that's no longer the case. Scalable, industry-changing technologies are already here. The biggest problem that remains is the one that every single person that's running a real estate company will have to face, and it's this. Who in your company is going to take you on this journey from disconnected buildings, disconnected systems, disconnected people, to that smart, connected digital world of 2030? Most of you have incredible, hard-working professionals on your team. People like Fred, Stephen, Tom, and Sandra. Fred is your head of operations. He's been in facilities management for more than 20 years. He is a genius when there's an emergency, and he's hardcore when he's negotiating with companies like Siemens or Schneider. But his phone doesn't stop ringing from 5 a.m. till midnight. And Stephen is in charge of your sustainability group. He wrangles petabytes of data, and he harangues people all across your organization just so he can submit the annual sustainability reports. He no sooner submits those reports than he has to start on next year's reporting. Tom is from IT. He knows nothing about building systems, and he's really worried about the security of the network given what went on over the last 20 years. And Sandra, she runs your property management team. She's hardworking, she's diligent, all of your customers love her. The problem is all of these people are amazing at what they do, but they're busy, and the next decade is going to need vision and leadership and the right team. You're going to have to find somebody who can define and execute on your vision. You need somebody like Bill. Bill's a real person. He used to be the head of real estate for Microsoft. So he's a real estate guy, but he understands and has a deep love of technology. You don't need to explain ROI to Bill. Bill was handpicked by the chairman of GAR Capital to lead their technology revolution in real estate. GAR Capital manages more than $17 billion of real estate. Here's Bill's plan for the digitization of GAR Capital. First of all, develop a bold, exciting plan and share that with your entire organization. You have to convey this to the team, and it has to come with somebody like Bill, who not only has the political acumen, but also the authority to bring everybody in the team along with him. Secondly, and this is Bill's advice, not my advice, start with what you already have. Every single one of you in this room has systems that are digital ready. You've got card swipe, meeting room bookings, help desk ticketing, asset management systems. And often overlooked is the mountain of spreadsheets all across your organization that have a single purpose, but the data would be valuable if only it was available and accessible to everybody in your organization. So this is what Bill did. He started with a single building, the Columbia Center, a commercial A-class building in downtown Seattle. This building is 1.5 million square foot, and he devised a relatively simple plan using systems that he already has in place. He connected the building management system and the energy systems in order to get savings of 15% energy and 5% on maintenance. He knows he can get savings of at least $500,000 a year from this building, but more importantly, he's starting on a journey of collecting really rich data in his efforts to digitize the company. And thirdly, stay keen. As the leader of your organization, you have to take a keen interest, check back in regularly, involve everyone, celebrate the wins, but also learn from the failures. A culture of innovation means an appetite for risk that your team is not going to be very comfortable with. As a leader, you have to create the right culture. But here's how this technology and all of this data is going to help your team. Fred, he's on his way to fully autonomous buildings. He's collecting enough data that pretty soon he's going to be able to apply artificial intelligence and machine learning to make your buildings completely self-healing. Self-healing for equipment performance, self-healing for weather change, self-healing for grid demand, and self-healing for occupant comfort. Stephen, he has completely automated the sustainability reporting and freed up his team's time, and they're now digging deeply into the data that he can share with your tenants, but also your investors to attract more capital. And Tom, he just sleeps at night. He's completely relaxed knowing that the network is safe and that if anything changes overnight, he's going to get a notification about it. And Sandra, she loves all these new dashboards with real-time KPIs. These are metrics that she can share with your prospective tenants. Everything from space utilization, comfort, indoor air quality, internet connectivity, elevator wait times, and even public transportation connections. But the most exciting thing, real estate will become the next big thing. At Switch, we have absolutely no problem attracting the very best building engineers and data scientists. And if you act quickly, you too are going to be able to hire the best talent, retain the best talent, and create one of the most amazing teams on the planet. Lastly, I just want to leave you with one thing. Everybody always asks me, what is the ROI of a smart building? And to that, I want to turn that around and ask you a question. What is the ROI of a smartphone? If you're the CEO of a real estate organization, I believe you are at the fork in the road. I believe the next 2 years will define the next decade of your company. I believe the choice is as stark as asking yourself, would you rather be the CEO of the company that invented BlackBerry or the CEO of the company that invented the iPhone? This, I believe, is a decision that you're facing, and the choice is yours. Thank you.